Hi out there, people. Nick coming at you from Nicholas Studios, and I just had a real fun idea for a video here. I was reminded to because I got a new comment on my Ariel Pink video. Ariel Pink, music's biggest sellout, one of the funniest videos I ever made, and it's still pissing off petulant Ariel Pink fans to this day. People still watch that video and they get real upset over what I have to say about Ariel Pink. They say that it's just politically motivated and I disagree with Ariel politically. And while that is true, I think Ariel Pink also just makes shit music. I think his music is ass. Like, compositionally, it's very bad. And I think it's designed specifically to appeal to weak-minded, impotent sort of men that are just, like, sad. He turns himself into a fucking caricature. He says, I like Donald Trump, I go to the Trump rally, and doesn't expect to be mocked to hell for it, just called a complete and utter buffoon. Like, you know, there's conservative music and whatever, but Ariel Pink branded himself for decades as the alternative, you know, pinky, dinky California bullshit boy, the new Brian Wilson. Which, you know, I don't like Brian Wilson either. I don't like the Beach Boys music whatsoever. It doesn't do anything for me as a Coloradan. But at the very least, I'm willing to admit Brian Wilson isn't a shit. From everything I can tell, he was a decent guy. Ariel Pink, on the other hand, not only does he make shit music like the Beach Boys, but he's just a trash guy all around. Real shit. And, you know, just a fucking loser. So I figured I would do a special presentation. I'm going to give my live reaction to the new Ariel Pink album, With You Every Night. Don't you want Ariel Pink with you every night? I know I sure as fuck do. I want Ariel Pink lying next to me, whispering sweet nothings into my ear as I drift off into the unconscious. You know, that's very comforting. To know that Ariel Pink will be with me every night. This is the long-awaited sequel to his album dedicated to Bobby Jameson, which is the famous album with the breakout hit Another Weekend, which is like the main thing Ariel Pink is known for. Other than that one song, all of his songs are this collagey, soupy shit. Even Another Weekend sounds like washed out fucking soup. The more I listen to it, the less I like it. And it just reminds me of what a cesspit California is. I'm glad to be a fucking Coloradan so I don't make crap like Ariel Pink does. But anyway, I figured I'd give my live reaction to With You Every Night. I've never heard these songs before. This is my first time going in. I'm going to try and give my honest opinion and thoughts about each track as we go along. So yeah, we're going to delve into With You Every Night. I'm going to listen to it and really process it, really let Ariel Pink's music sink into my mind. I know that a lot of people, especially in leftist circles, say, oh, you shouldn't listen to the art put out by terrible people. You shouldn't listen to problematic figures like Ariel Pink. But honestly, I think it helps to know your enemy, to know exactly who you're dealing with. It helps to stave off ignorance. There's really no problem with listening to shit put out by people you don't like, so long as you acknowledge that you don't like it and you don't like them, and it's all just for a good fucking laugh, because, like, really, all I can do anymore is giggle at the shit show that Ariel Pink's life is. I do not envy him. With that said, let's get into it. With You Every Night. The first track is called Pocket Full of Promises. Let's fucking go. Let's get on this pink train. Oh man, this first song, Pocket Full of Promises, is exceptionally predictable. It sounds like a fucking funhouse ride. On the cover here, Ariel's in what appears to be a golf cart. I guess he thinks he's like Caddyshack, you know, except like not funny, and he's making this really stupid face. Also, it looks like he's got a mustache now, or maybe that's just shitty resolution or something. But it looks like he's in a golf cart, and it's from like a a slightly downward angle. Not exactly the most inventive album cover, I have to say. This song references how Ariel Pink is QAnon. He's like, yo baby, I'm QAnon now, my politics are out of whack. Like, these are actually the lyrics. Man, that's predictable. I figured maybe Ariel Pink could come up with some wild creative concept, since everyone says he's some kind of creative genius. But he's just like, you know, my politics, baby, they suck. But I still expect to have sex with you. And that's kind of the marked difference between my type art and Ariel Pink's type art. Is he's the type of guy that has benefited from the California system for so fucking long that he can probably order a prostitute up in less than half an hour and go at it with his insane millions that his fans continue to pay for. Whereas I accept that sex is futile and meaningless, and I've kind of transcended all that. And I think good art should, really. It should be about more than just relationships and money. But Ariel Pink, you know, he's a genius, and his fans still cluster in the comments section. There's so many Ariel Pink fans. One says, I hope Ariel takes a minute to be proud of this record. I know he's a mess, but man, what a genius. Ariel the GOAT, back with another banger of an album. Great opener, AP. I don't get why Ariel Pink doesn't get more views. I can't stop listening to this album. Maybe he doesn't get more views because he's a piece of shit. But hey, you know, this album only has fucking 27,000 views. This track actually just has 27,000 views. You know, that's more views than any of my songs get, but you know, I guess he's like underrated, even though he's like fucking a big star and everyone, you know, likes him. I mean, you can say any kind of shit and you'll still have thousands of fans so long as you're a complete fucking sellout hack. Getting my feet rubbed to this shit for real. I guess we got Quentin Tarantino in the comments section there. Great to know. So yeah, I mean, Ariel Pink still has just at least dozens of fans that write in the comments, you know, Ariel the GOAT. Oh my gosh, Ariel looks like he's Caddyshack now. Holy fuck. He's such a rascal. Meanwhile, my albums, my songs, you go down in the comment section, there's no comments, or someone says, look at Nick, he probably has autism and is stupid, and what a retard. You know, that's all my comments say, but, you know, that's just the difference between Ariel Pink, who's this level 7 fourth dimensional genius, you know, just nobody gets, and me. My songs, I don't think will ever be as popular as Ariel Pink's, but let's keep listening. This is track number 2. We're talking Nightbirds. Let's go. Alright, wow, we got Nightbirds, and this is the first track with a music video. It's a really snappy music video because Ariel Pink applied a color filter to himself. I guess he learned how to do that, so, you know, he's really going up in the world. And this song has some really terrible auto-tune, and it's just basically like 3 straight minutes of Nightbirds at the Nighthawk, Nightbirds at the Nighthawk, Nightbirds at the Nighthawk, and Ariel Pink's big doughy face staring out at you. Man, you know, this really is like amateur hour Adult Swim bumper looking ass production value here with Nightbirds. It's kind of like Beck's album, you know, Midnight Vultures, except with no sound, and like it sucks and it just sounds fucking boring. So yeah, Nightbirds is another certified snoozer as far as I'm concerned. You know, Ariel Pink wants to come off as very experimental, very psychedelic. But what he doesn't understand is that people his age, the reason that they're not so popular anymore and this kind of art isn't so popular anymore is because when you just regurgitate the imagery of the 20th century on and on and on with nothing new added, no deconstruction, no here's how this affects so-and-so, here's cause and effect, here's an adequate, well-rounded understanding of history. When you just take tie-dye and you just slap it on a fucking filter, you know. There's a reason people are sick of that, and it's because there's no substance to it. It has nothing to say, ultimately. Ariel Pink's actual opinions about, you know, like Trump are just repugnant. I mean, this guy wants to make these fun music videos, but, you know, he supports a president who's in favor of AI not having any legislation. So, you know, in a couple years, we're going to have Mecha Ariel Pink rising out of the Pacific Ocean, and he's going to do battle with normal Ariel Pink, and I don't think normal Ariel Pink is in very good shape, so we'll probably lose the battle, you know. And then it'll be like, damn, I shouldn't have supported Donald Trump, the president who's like anti-art, anti-life, anti-everything, just a general piece of shit, you know. Maybe Ariel Pink will never admit that he's wrong. I mean, after all, he's the mega award-winning genius that brought us Nightbirds. Nightbirds at the Nighthawk, Nightbirds at the Nighthawk. Alright, it's time for track number 3. Mommy Made Dinner. Ariel Pink made dinner, I bet. I bet he ate. Let's check it out. Oh man, Mommy Made Dinner. What a song. What to say about this? Well, just that the average person can't get Ariel Pink's level of intellect, because this is a song about mommy making dinner. Ariel Pink doesn't like meatloaf, or he does like meatloaf. One part he says he wants a loaf of meat, then he's like, I don't like meatloaf, take the peas and feed them to the dog. And he talks in this kind of faux British accent, which I guess is supposed to sound kind of punk, you know, kind of like Johnny Rotten or something. Mommy made dinner. This is the kind of songwriting that I just can't compete with. You know, Ariel Pink's on next fucking level here. We got quite a few comments from the Peanut Gallery, the Ariel Pink, the Ariel Pink Nut Gallery. Nothing beats mommy's cooking. Ariel spits nothing but facts. This album hits. Masterpiece. New Ariel Pink, baby. Woo! Yeah, I mean, Ariel Pink's got a ton of fans. Anyone who thinks, you know, oh, you can say some support for Trump and you'll get canceled or whatever. Man, Ariel Pink's not canceled at all. I mean, he's on fucking top in his Caddyshack cart. He's making that dinner, you know. Mommy made dinner for him. Great. Well, Ariel Pink, more like Ariel Punk, because he's such a fucking renegade from the system. He shows support for the president and all. Nothing more punk than that, am I right? Fucking badass. Alright, let's get our shades on for the next song, which is called Anosognosia. I'm going to take a gamble here and guess that that's a term from the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows or something, because Ariel Pink seems like the kind of guy to just latch on to a current buzzword like that and make an entire song about one of those. Not that I dislike the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows or anything, but, you know, it's like, it's hack, it's played out at this point. Alright, so anosognosia is not from the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. It's actually a real thing where you can't tell that you have some kind of health condition. So I think what Ariel Pink is trying to say with this song, which once again has an extremely repetitive chorus that is not even remotely catchy. It's just like, what is this? What is this? I don't want this. I think what he's trying to tell us, the listener, is that, like, Ariel Pink is like a fucking idiot, and he can't tell that he's a fucking idiot, but like he is. So, you know, he can blame it on mental illness. He can say, oh, you know, I have autism or something. You know what, Ariel Pink? I have autism, but I fucking hate Trump. Like, fuck Trump, you know? I'm able to recognize this shit. I don't think Ariel Pink has autism, for the record. I don't think autistic people generally like fucking as much as Ariel Pink gets up to. I mean, from everything I've seen, he has, like, you know, 50 girlfriends or whatever. if the music video for Only in My Dreams is to be believed. I still can't tell what it is on his face, if it's like a mustache, like a really thin mustache, or like it's Sharpie or what, but there's something on his upper lip. I can't tell what it is. Usually Ariel Pink is clean shaven, so I'm not sure what that thing is. Anyway, Anisognosia, another very boring song, a generic 80s stabs, a little synth in there. Yeah, you can tell Ariel Pink doesn't give a fuck about synth or production value or anything. All these songs are very self-serving. They lack substance a lot, and they're just like, I'm a fucking idiot, I'm going to keep being a fucking idiot. Okay, Ariel, alright, you know, it's your album, okay. Alright, bud. Alright, now we got the second big single, Everyone's Wrong. This, I guess, just going off the thumbnail here, is where Ariel Pink's going to say, everyone's wrong. I'm not actually a Trump supporter. In fact, I'm a big fan of the Communist Manifesto. I'm the world's #1 communist. And I'm actually not as much of a sellout industry hack as you've been led to believe. In fact, I'm not even from California. I'm from Cuba. I'm a Cuban, actually. And I just make fun of Californians. I'm actually a big-time communist. So let's see what Ariel Pink has to say in Everyone's Wrong. How wrong could I really be? Okay, Everyone's Wrong. This song and the accompanying music video, I might like this music video even less than the one for Nightbirds. That one was just kind of simple. This one, there's so much going on, and it seems like Ariel Pink isn't even really trying anymore to look like the 80s or 90s or whatever it is the hell he tries to look like. Looks like he just kind of wings it now. We got a collage type look. He's like, I'm so artsy, but the collage has like naked Playboy models in it, so if I had to guess, I think Ariel Pink only pretends to draw so that you can have sex. If I had to toss a guess out there, this music video, it's just not exactly doing it for me. I don't feel like Ariel Pink is the mind of a generation. I don't really feel like he can pep everyone up like, you know, say like Michael Jackson could. This song is boring as fuck, and it's also the longest so far. Yeah, the previous three were a merciful 3 minutes each. This one is 5 minutes of pure snooze. It's slow as fuck. I'm bored to shit just listening to it. I don't know what synths Ariel Pink uses, but they're not punchy, they're not fun. I don't think he knows how to make a fun, danceable song. This is absolutely washed out soup in the vein of Another Weekend. You know what I like? I like to listen to some fucking Beck. I like to listen to some fucking with my head Mountain Dew rock. That song is way more edgy than anything Ariel Pink will ever make. I mean, it has, you know, the F word in it. And this just says, everyone's wrong. Everyone's fucking wrong. Sometimes I get depressed. And everyone's fucking wrong. So Ariel Pink again putting the blame on everyone except himself. And I guess also he's saying that everyone's wrong, so his comment section must be wrong. All these people saying, woo, you're the man, Ariel, you're the big shit, wow, more people should listen to this fantastic masterpiece here. I mean, he must be saying they're wrong too, because like everyone's wrong, you know? Does that even include him? I mean, maybe everyone's wrong. I believe that everyone is wrong about something, and right about something too. I mean, that's generally just how people are. But Ariel Pink is convinced that everyone's wrong because I guess they don't like Trump. Man, what's the reason someone could dislike someone like Donald Trump? I mean, he's a darling golden boy. He's the biggest, bestest president ever, and he's going to fix all our problems by doing away with democracy. what a cool guy, right? Donald Trump. I mean, everyone's favorite. How could you not love Donald Trump? Ariel Pink puts on kind of a Phantom of the Opera type look. He's trying to look like the Phantom of the Paradise, just without the excellent 2-hour runtime. And he messes around with some little mouse puppets. It's pretty cute, but you know, when he gets depressed, I just recommend thinking about things, Ariel. You know, contemplate your life up to this point, selling out shows and being the big Californian, benefiting off the Los Angeles entertainment industry in a way that you know, the Denverite can't really hope to, because there isn't a comparable industry here in Denver. Ariel Pink is just the beneficiary of so much wild success, and he's just a complete dipshit. It's really honestly amazing what American art is able to produce. The miasma that is Ariel Pink. When I ran into some trouble about a year back with some fascists who tried to say negative things about me, I didn't really get depressed. I think I just kind of shut down. That's what autistic people will do. We don't get depressed. We don't fall into a slump. We just kind of cease to function because everything about the world has been like upended and like it's just fucking horrible, you know. It's not like depression like Ariel Pink has here. And I mean, he's in a fucking fluffy meadow with little mouse puppets and shit. So I think he's doing alright, honestly. I mean, this looks like a fun time. Except that, you know, the song that goes along with the music video is fucking slow jam shit, but he seems to be alright. Let's continue the pity party with Dreaming, the third single. Based off the title alone, I think it's going to be another fucking narcoleptic snooze fest up in here. Let's check it out. Dreaming. Wow, I have to say, I was not expecting that. The song called Dreaming is in fact not fucking boring like the last one. It's actually Ariel Pink's Halloween song. He's gone fucking spooky on us here. He's the absolute spook master. So this song starts out with a Goosebumps type beat, and you feel like you're about to watch the Night of the Living Dummy. But then Ariel Pink comes in, and he does this really annoying thing with his voice where he's like, "Actually, you're sleeping." People say my voice is annoying all the time, but really, I mean, you look at this guy and you go, his vocals are awesome. Okay. This video is shot in the most annoying possible aspect ratio. It's filmed like it's on a phone camera, which I don't really get with Ariel Pink, because, like, he's supposed to be, like, you know, old-fashioned, or you're supposed to have, like, a normal-ass aspect ratio for your music videos. I guess not. He filmed this on his phone, probably. And it shot at, I guess, like a haunted house, one of those carnival rides. He gets on, he says, "Welcome to the carnival ride. Welcome to the fun house." He really puts on his goth here, you know. He's getting dark and edgy. And, man, I mean, admittedly, if I was walking home late at night and I saw Ariel Pink, that'd be pretty fucking spine-chilling. So, you know, if he popped out, I would be pretty fucking terrified. This is quite the spooky track here. Yeah, it sounds a lot like Goosebumps. I think that's Ariel Pink's idea of a spooky song. There's really no effects. It's just him at a fucking Halloween carnival. You know, it looks like a very on-the-cheap type music video. Looks like he kicks around some barrels and shit, you know, films the skeleton. I do that too, you know. The only difference is I don't expect to get 10,000 fucking views off it. I mean, you know, if Ariel Pink is done with his career, if his career is over, you know, I don't know what a healthy career looks like. It looks like all his supporters in California are still very approving of this fantastic music here. And Ariel Pink truly is the maestro of terror. Right, next up we got Off the Dome. So I'm guessing this is going to be some kind of improv track. Let's give it a try. Off the Dome. Okay, well, off the dome, more like under the dome, because I feel like I'm being tortured in an alien prison right now with this music. It sounds like the kind of music you hear when you're waiting on hold. You've called up the phone company and they leave you on hold. I wouldn't actually be surprised if Ariel Pink's entire discography mostly gets used as that in the future. But this song sounds especially like that. It's really boring. This is yet another super snoozer here. There's no punch to it. I don't know the guy. I don't know if this is truly off the dome, if these lyrics are the product of Ariel Pink's incredible imagination here. But if they are, I just have to say, you know, there's a reason why with, like, most rap freestyles, they come with a beat that you can, like, flow along to. But when you're flowing along to Muzak, something about it, maybe his thoughts just don't come out all that interesting, because these lyrics fucking suck. If this is actually a freestyle, it's actually really embarrassing. I bet Ariel thought that it's amazing he can come up with lyrics like this to his song Off the Dome, but man, these lyrics suck. In this song, he actually says, "I'm breaking the fourth wall." Like this is something I, as a Gen Zer, haven't heard to death at this point. Oh, I'm breaking the fourth wall. The fourth wall's being broken. I think Ariel Pink, as a millennial, legitimately assumes that there's something really interesting about that. You know, like I say about the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows earlier, that's not the case, but that's the kind of thing I would expect from Ariel Pink. Breaking the fourth wall. Hey, I'm breaking the fourth wall. How? How are you doing that, Ariel? I don't get it. What exactly is fourth wall breaking about Off the Dome? I don't know. I know the only thing being broken here are my ears. You know, we tend to shit on baby boomers, but man, the millennials, it can be embarrassing, because you just need to catch up, you know. I grew up on the internet, so this is not as new to me. I know what the fourth wall is, Ariel. Do better, please. Make a song with, like, something new or, like, interesting. I'm giving Ariel Pink a little too much credit. You don't come to Ariel Pink for new or interesting ideas. You come to him for Muzak. He's the contemporary Barry Manilow. Next up, we got the song Entertainment. That's entertainment, baby. Let's check it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, bam. Alright, Entertainment. What to say about this song? If I had to describe this music, I'd say it sounds a lot like the kind of song that would be played during a montage in an 80s buddy comedy, 48 Hours, or Bosom Buddies, or Alf, or some shit. It sounds kind of like a sitcom theme song, too, like that, you know, that's entertainment, you know. And this song has the exciting message of, you know, life's just entertainment, so don't worry about tomorrow. Don't live for tomorrow. Life's just entertainment. Take a vacation. I bet Ariel Pink is able to take plenty of vacations with all the money that he's sent by his good buddy Donald Trump. He's able to fly to Hawaii, Malibu, Palm Beach, baby, fucking the Redwoods. And Ariel Pink is just able to forget about all the problems in the world because he's white and a man and super fucking rich, and he has tons of white male rich friends too. I bet he's able to take a nice vacation to Little St. James while he's at it. You know, what a cool guy. Don't live for tomorrow. The coral reefs, they're gone. Don't worry about that. The water, it's all being used up to go into AI data centers. Don't worry about that. Ariel Pink's got you covered with music that will put you to sleep, lull you into a stupor of nostalgia where you're like, man, the world's okay, because Ariel Pink's here, and he makes easy listening vibes, throwback tunes, I'm just able to be comfortable, and life is just entertainment, you know? You can't, like, take an active role in it, fix things, address problems that exist. It's all just entertainment. So just, you know, breeze on by. Life's a breeze. Life's a beach with Ariel Pink. Man, what a beautiful song. I thought for a minute this was going to be like about the corrupt nature of the Hollywood ecosystem and how it's like a self-serving parasite or a burris. I thought it might be about that. But Ariel Pink, even though he's Californian, you know, he's been kind of ostracized from the popular California celebrity circles for his repugnant political views by all the, you know, the equally uppity type celebrities that don't want to be canceled. Ariel Pink is not interested in commenting on Hollywood or the problems with the entertainment industry or anything. It's just about life being entertainment, yo. It's just a breeze, so take it easy, lay back, listen to some Ariel Pink-ass yacht rock with no guts, no punch, nothing to say. Ariel Pink, he's just entertainment, yo. What a cool guy. I love Ariel Pink, honestly. I'm being pink-washed here. So, next up we got the last single, With You Every Night, the title track. And this is the one I've been waiting for, because I'd like nothing more than for Ariel Pink to be with me every night. He's such a hot fucking man, you know, just an absolute dreamboat. I mean, he's got 50 girlfriends if the Only in My Dreams music video is to be believed. I'd love for him to be with me every night. That sounds fucking awesome, actually. I mean, he's such a depressed little man. He's so fucking sad. So maybe he needs a cuddle. Let's check it out. With You Every Night. Here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Do we have an absolute craptastic spectacular here? 0 out of 10 stars for this one. This one fucking sucks. This is, I think, maybe my least favorite single. You know, none of them are really listenable, but this one, man. This one, Ariel Pink puts on his British voice, and he tries to sound like, you know, the Kinks or something. He actually puts on a British accent, like, not just kind of an affectation, but like legit British accent. This song is bad. Man, what happened to Ariel Pink? He's kind of always been the same, you know. This is not so different from Only in My Dreams. The music video really reminds me of Only in My Dreams. Ariel Pink doesn't make me nostalgic for the 80s or 90s, but when I watch this music video, I am nostalgic about the time I took the piss on the Only in My Dreams music video, which is one of the most laughable, poorly produced, crap-looking, just absolute shit show of a music video ever. Because not only do I have a great deal of respect for music, I also have a great deal of respect for the music video as a medium, so, you know, I'm going to respond to that too. This one is a lot like the Only in My Dreams music video, except instead of Ariel Pink having 50 girlfriends, it looks like he's just been reduced to one girlfriend, or maybe she's not his girlfriend, maybe it's just a paid model, Devin, if the opening credits are to be believed. She lip-syncs the Ariel Pink lyrics where he puts on this British voice, and then she walks up a Californian hill, and then she runs away. And that's the whole music video. That's all that happens in the music video. It's just 4 minutes of her walking up a hill in California, some random hill on some random street. Then she runs away. And so it's kind of like the music video equivalent of Wavelength. This is a really fucking boring music video. Even more boring and stripped down and basic than Nightbirds, although I guess Ariel Pink would call it minimalist. But yeah, this song is ass. I don't know how this girl got suckered in to do this music video. If she's Ariel Pink's girlfriend or what, you know, maybe she was his girlfriend for a week. I imagine Ariel Pink doesn't have girlfriends for very long. She tries her best to sell this terrible song, and there are certain shots where she's like backing away from the camera, walking backwards, and it kind of looks like, you know, Ariel Pink is holding the camera, and she kind of wants to get away. She kind of wants to, like, run away, you know, because, like, Ariel Pink, fucking annoying. Not even in, like, just a sexual way, but, like, seriously, if Ariel Pink was standing in front of you holding the camera, come on, babe, lip sync my song. Wouldn't you want to just fucking run away into the wilderness and never come back? So that's kind of the vibe this music video gives. It's kind of, it just looks like the perspective of some weird stalker or something. Man, I just hate this kind of music, and I hate this kind of music video. This shit's fucking boring. Clearly it's from the perspective of a Californian who thinks that we Coloradans, we people in other states, have nothing better to do than to look at their irradiated cancer valleys. They're just like at sea level and full of brine and ozone. Yeah, and we're supposed to look at that and go, wow, California is a fucking paradise. I wish I lived there. But the truth is, I don't really like looking at California. I bet if you're a Los Angelino, you know, you'll look at that and you go, oh, that's home. Good old LA. But I look at that and I'm like, man, I'm so glad I live in a place with diverse terrain, like Garden of the Gods and shit, and I can see the mountains, not just a basin. And the California landscape really just it doesn't lend itself to a music video at all. I don't get why people still shoot music videos there. You know, it's Ariel Pink, he's a fucking genius, so the most he can think of for the music video is, let me shoot my girlfriend walking up a hill, she runs away, and then that's it. That's the whole music video. This song is bad. Same sound as all the rest of these songs. There's no variation, nothing new production-wise. But this one's about, you know, I'm with you every night, I'm inside you every night, I know your thoughts, I know you, I know you, I know you, I'm inside you, I'm with you every night. Yeah, you know, I mean, Ariel Pink is really saying something here. I think he wants to be inside someone and with someone every night. I'm really glad I'm not like that. I'm really glad I can function on my own as a mature fucking adult, and I don't need to be with someone every night of my adult life. That sounds fucking horrible, man. But yeah, this song was bad. Worst single, hands down. Alright, we're going to go through the last few couple little songs here, and then we can be done. Okay, the next song was House of the Haunted Hebrews. This song is where I guess Ariel Pink gets a little spiritual, and he tries to sound like some strummy guitar in there, a little flamenco style. I'm just kidding, of course. Ariel Pink doesn't have the range or technique required for that. And the song is about how he's from the house of the haunted Hebrews, who all worship a volcano god, and he also says he's from the lineage of Egyptian pharaohs, which I don't really get, because if you read the Bible, it's pretty clear that, like, the Hebrews and the Egyptians are on two opposing sides. I personally myself side with the Egyptians because I don't like Abrahamic religions, but you know, Ariel Pink here is, I guess, trying to be a little edgy. I don't know if he's Jewish. I don't particularly care. Now I think of it, his real last name is Rosenbaum, so he is Jewish, but I guess this song is designed to make it seem like he's anti-Semitic or something to an audience that isn't aware of that. Yeah, just general cringe. 0 out of 10 stars again. This song's not so good. I don't like this song so much. The alliteration just doesn't do it for me. Alright, next song is I Wanna Be a Girl. Oh boy, Ariel Pink wants to be a girl. I thought he enjoyed having sex with girls. I thought he was a straight white man. I guess he wants to be a girl. So let's see what Ariel Pink has to say on the next track. I Wanna Be a Girl. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, I Wanna Be a Girl. Not that I want to, but Ariel Pink, I suppose, wants to, going by the title of this song. I think I've heard this song before, actually. I heard it, about a year ago. It was released as a demo before this album. Someone sent me it and said, wow, Ariel Pink, you know, he's he's LGBT, you know, he's trans, actually. You'd never guess, but he wants to be a girl. Yeah, I just don't really buy it. You know, maybe he's experienced gender dysphoria. Maybe he wants to be a girl. He wants to get his girl on. But this song, you know, talks about, like, the gentleman's club. So in that vein, it's kind of like Black Ballerina off Tom Tom. Is that what it's called? It's been so long since I listened to this cringe and really delved into the Ariel Pink verse. All I can say is, you know, if Ariel Pink wants to be a girl, go for it, dude, you know, or gal. Figure your life out for yourself. But if this just is another, you know, weak-ass attempt / ploy to get back in the liberal Californians' good graces, oh look, I was actually a gender dysphoric the whole time, so it's okay that I support Trump and all of this other stuff. Really not gonna work, and I really doubt with the next Ariel Pink album he's going to be a girl, or she's going to be a girl for the whole album. I think this is kind of just another way for Ariel Pink to go, oh, look at me, I'm such a victim, oh, I'm the victim of the world. I wanted to be a girl. Okay, Ariel, then why'd you make your entire career off, you know, I'm the sex pot, I'm the new Brian Wilson, you know, fucking kiss-ass Aerosmith rock star that's like the big Honeywood heartthrob. You know, I got my girlfriend here, I've got my 50 girlfriends, I'm having sex with all of them. I don't know. This song's pretty cringe. It's also extremely boring. Maybe the most boring song since Everyone's Wrong. Yeah, just regular snooze fest. Just 5 left. Let's get through them. Life Before Today is the next song. Oh man, I don't know if it's possible to say that there is such a thing as filler on a fucking Ariel Pink album. But this song feels the most like a complete filler track that took 0 effort and has one of the most annoying refrains of the whole bunch right in the beginning. Although I'd have to say the most annoying part of any production on this album is actually the beginning of With You Every Night, which sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks choking to death. The Life Before Today is a pretty serious contender there at the beginning. The rest of the song is about Ariel Pink. He's chained to the bed. I promise I'll make it up to you, honey. Man, Ariel Pink, I mean, all his songs are just about romantic relationships. He's kind of a one-trick pony, honestly. That seems to be all his songs are about. As an aromantic, I'm fucking bored. This is boring fucking music. Weak sauce. It's not even interesting compositionally, let alone lyrically. Next up, we got Doggy in the Window. I'm betting this is some kind of reference to the previous track, Mommy's Making Dinner. So it is from like the dog's point of view or something that gets the peas. Let's check it out. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. Ariel's just full of surprises because this song isn't a callback to Mommy's Making Dinner. I guess it's asking too much for an album to have any kind of continuity or overarching concept. That's kind of beyond Ariel. This song, Ariel belts it out. See that doggy in the window. See that doggy in the window. See that doggy in the window. Man, what is it I don't get about what, like, a lyrical genius Ariel Pink is when he's got lyrics like, see that doggy in the window? Like a fucking psychedelic bent. I mean, he's practically the Count 5 here. You know, he's just that fucking good on his guitar. You know, as we all know, the world's most interesting instrument, the fucking guitar, is Ariel Pink's instrument of choice. It is a truly beautiful song. You know, we've moved past the phase of the album where Ariel Pink is singing about his political views, how depressed he is, that people don't like him, wah wah. He's past all of that. Now he's just resorted to, you know, Doggy in the Window, back to basics, really stripped down. Back to the children's book basics, am I right? You know, next he's gonna be making fucking Little Engine That Could, you know, if you give a mouse a cookie, These are the kinds of masterworks that Ariel Pink draws upon for his brilliant music here. You just don't get it, man. You just don't get it. He wants that doggy in the window, you know. All right, next song, Out of My Way. This one sounds a little more angsty. Let's give it a listen here. Oh man, I thought this song, Out of My Way, was going to be sort of like I'm Going Out of My Way, the song by Stereolab, the French band that actually makes music that sounds cool and nostalgic and 60s and 80s-ish. But Ariel Pink is not Stereolab, so we don't get a cool song like I'm Going Out of My Way. Instead, we get a song that sounds nearly identical to the previous couple, except the deal with this song is that Ariel Pink's vocals are so distorted, I think he put a little wash on them, that you can't really tell what he's saying, but it sounds kind of angsty. I caught My Glory Days Are Over, which I guess is something someone said to him. I'm not sure what his glory days were to begin with. I mean, if you consider Only in My Dreams Your Glory Days, that's kind of sad. But yeah, this song is kind of angsty, but it's also very slow, very plodding and slow and mellow and chill and just, you know, just fucking chill, just chill wave, you know, because Ariel's a chill guy, and he can't seem to make a song with like over 3 BPM, you know, he's just that cool, he's just that cool a guy. Out of My Way, what a piss song, this shit fucking sucks. Is this what conservatives actually listen to? I don't know. I don't know if it is. Someone must be listening to it. This shit has 10,000 views on a song that sounds like a demo recorded in someone's, you know, basement. I mean, you know, I'm just in a room. If Ariel Pink can do it, sure I can. I mean, this is my entire recording setup here, just my digital camera, my fucking Casio, you know. I can do what Ariel does, but I don't crack the magic formula of 10,000 views per song guaranteed. Maybe, I think it's just because I don't live in California where there's way more people and I can kind of game the system if I make sellout hack music. Yeah, okay. 2 songs left. This one's called Why. Why? Let's check it out. Alright, well, I have to give credit where credit is due. This song actually has a beat. This song is, I guess, Ariel's take on like hair metal, which I don't like either. And that's not a particular favorite genre of mine. But in this, Ariel really lets his freak flag fly, and he goes, "Why does it have to be this way? Why? So this song's a little faster than the last couple. And the top comment here reads, I think I prefer the 80s music from Ariel Pink's mind over the 80s music from the 80s. We're really dealing with people of culture here. You know, fuck Kenny Loggins, fuck Prince, screw that. Purple Rain. No, I like Always, what's this fucking album called? With You Every Night. This album beats Purple Rain 6 Ways to Sunday. You know, it's so fucking good. Huey Lewis, get out of here with that shit. Ariel Pink is the king. I love the music from the mind of someone who was a child in the 80s over people who were functional adults in the 1980s. Really great. Why? Right, the song's called Why Would You Listen to Real 80s Music When You Can Listen to Bargain Bin, Distorted, Washed Out Vocal Songs by Ariel Pink, the guy that was a kid during the 80s and remembers the 80s as the best time in his life because he was a white man during the 1980s, an era that historically favored specifically the demographic of white men because Ronald Reagan was the president. Why would Ariel Pink love Donald Trump, huh? It's almost like Trump and Reagan have something in common. I don't know, I might be reading a bit in, but you know, fuck the actual 80s. Let's not think about Ronald Reagan. Let's think about the music in Ariel Pink's mind. It's just that damn good. Fuck Prince. Alright, we've reached the final song, One Last Lullaby. Ariel Pink has been with us all night, every night, forever, and now he's going to sing us to sleep. Ariel, you shouldn't have. Let's check it out. Well, this song is yet another fantastic surprise. Ariel really is just full of tricks because it doesn't sound like a lullaby, and it's real bumpy. It actually sounds less like a lullaby and more like the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics band. It's like that's my best approximation of it. It doesn't sound like a lullaby really at all, so I'm not sure why it's called that. But yeah, this song is crap. 4 out of 10 stars. This song is hot ass. It doesn't sound like a lullaby or anything I'm into. Well, there we go. There you have it. My live, real-time, 100% honest, authentic reaction to With You Every Night. And I know what you Ariel Pink fans are going to say. I'm being paid off by big Democrats. Nancy Pelosi is behind the curtain here. And she's going to pop out, you know, give me a wad of cash. I don't dislike Ariel Pink for money. I really just don't like Ariel Pink's music. I think it's bad. The production value's bad. Vocals suck. Ariel Pink's not a good singer, and all the sound effects and zany type shit is annoying. Ariel Pink really doesn't sound like the 80s. He just sounds like Ariel Pink, and he really is just like a one-track pony, or one-trick pony with a one-trick mind, rather. He's incredibly predictable, very, very derivative, but not in like a cool way where like you take influence from a lot of things and you put it together and then you make something new, which is kind of how the creative process works. Just like he just makes music for people who were kids in the 80s and love Trump. And that's his demographic now. I mean, you know, he's really made it. He's cut out all the leftist people, all the, you know, moderate Californians with his radical, bodacious political takes. And now he's just got his prime audience, white, sad, middle-aged men who remember the good old days when Ronnie Reagan was the president and Mac Tonight was singing about Mac Tonights. Actually, that's an insult to Mac Tonight, you know, because that guy can actually play a piano, unlike Ariel Pink. Better singer than Ariel Pink. The entire Mac Tonight discography, better than Ariel Pink, actually, I have to say. So yeah, this album's a real disappointment, although I guess it is a worthy successor to Dedicated to Bobby Jameson, because that album is piss too. Just piss all the way down. Ariel was shit before he got canceled, he's shit now. Ariel Pink is an embarrassment, and I'm really glad that as someone who fits a similar niche, I like to think, you know, I make like synth-heavy type music-ish. You know, I'm kind of the opposite. You know, I'm Coloradan instead of Californian. I do for Denver. I make culture, you know. I'm proud to make culture. And I fucking hate Trump. I don't like Donald Trump. So, you know, I don't have that in common with Ariel Pink. But that's cool. I'm proud to not be Ariel Pink. I'm proud to be politically conscious and aware, and recognize if something I do is kind of cringe, you know? I'm glad about that, because Ariel Pink, I mean, he'll just continue getting views and money till he's dead. Just like Donald Trump. Amazing. I think I'm still a long way off from 10,000 guaranteed views a song. I better sell out and go to my dark side. You're going to see Nick Cicada's dark side pretty soon, because I'm just that full of bitterness and resentment towards the world. No, just kidding. I love you guys. Take care. Sporsh.